There we go. Okay, so hi everyone. Thank you for joining us. This is Margaret Hershey at Home with Hershey's, and we're on our Entrepreneurs Club today, and we're so blessed to have the famous Robin Banks talking to us. As you know, his time is precious, so he's literally jumping from one webinar to the other, so he will be joining us in the next few minutes. We'll just keep an eye, and as soon as you see him, put your thing on and say, hello, Robin, and we'll know that he's joined us. So those of you who've heard him speak before, you know he's absolutely amazing, wonderful, wonderful person, and also come from humble beginnings in Cape Town to being a really, really famous multimillionaire today. So it just goes to show if he can do it, anybody can do it. We were talking about mind power and how, being rich or poor is not what the money you've got in the bank. It's in your mind. If you're rich or poor in your mind, that's what makes the hugest difference. That makes a difference all the way around. So yeah, I think it's so important to get in your mind. And I was just telling them, I'm working with all the Mrs. South Africas, and there's 100 of them, and they average 30,000 followers per person. So that's a lot of followers, and that's why we're working with them, because they get it out there. They really do. But the lady who spoke after me at their workshop last Saturday, she didn't know about Robin, that I knew Robin Banks, and she didn't know he was talking for us. And she stood up and she said that she was left with, her husband ran off with a floozy, left her with 2 little girls, aged 2 and 4, and she just looked at them and thought, how on earth am I going to go forward? How am I going to feed them? What is my life going to be like? And she got the book Mind Power by John Kehoe. Now, John Kehoe is Robin Banks's mentor. And she said she got that book, and when she said it changed her life from that day on. Robin's coming in now. I can't wait to tell him that. Let's see where I can see. Oh, I can see Robin Banks connecting. Yay, Robin. Thank you for joining us today. We're so excited to have you on board. You can unmute yourself, put your camera on. I know that you're not shy, so I can connect you up. Robin is definitely not shy. Come on in. I can see your audios coming in. And
I am a little bit shy on occasion, sometimes.
Okay. So hi, Robin, welcome. We're so excited to have you on board. And I was just saying, you don't even know the number of lives you've impacted. I was giving a talk the other day to the Mrs. South Africas, and the lady who spoke after me didn't know that we'd had you on and everything. And she said that her life was in an absolute mess. She got John Kehoe's book. She enrolled for your course. And she said from that day on, her life changed for the better. She's now a self-made multi-millionaire just from that. So just well done for being out there and showing people how it's done. So Robin, come on in, and the floor is yours. We're all here waiting. We've got 61 on the Zoom call. We've got another couple of thousand live on Facebook. I hope you've linked to your Facebook page as well. And come on in and tell us the story. What's happening in your life?
Thank you so much, Margaret. Delighted to be here with all of you today. Margaret, the one thing I want to check with you, you know me, how much time do I have? Because I want to make sure that I respect your time. I know you guys have got other things to do. So if you could just let me know how much time do I actually have so that I won't...
You have the whole hour. We're here with you till 12 o'clock. The floor
wow. Well, isn't that fabulous? And Margaret, am I correct that none of the people, the very few of the people have seen me speak before? I'd hate to talk about something people are aware of, or can I do something?
I don't mind. Most of them haven't heard of you before. Some of them have. But you know what? Repetition is the mother of skill. And I'm more than happy. You know that I've done your course 4 times. I've heard you speak 100 times. I love it every time. And every time I learn something. So never, ever fear. We're just happy to hear you.
Thank you, Margaret. All right, guys. Well, good morning, everybody. If I could ask you guys to please do me a favor. When I first started doing online sessions, I hated them, because I'm used to doing live events where I can actually see your faces and I can tell if you're bored or if you're interested or if you're laughing and enjoying the presentation. But now I've discovered something called the chat box. Please, if I could ask, let me know quickly in the chat box, how many of you have heard me speak before? Just give me a yes or a no so that I have an idea how many of you have heard me speak before and what I'd like to do with you today. Okay, so I see there's a bit of a mixed bag, some yeses, some nos. In fact, of course, thank you, Marlene. I appreciate that, of course. Excited to hear you. All right, great. So it seems like it's around about 50-50. So what I'm going to do, maybe I'm going to do something new. In fact, I've decided to do this on the spur of the moment because I was actually planning to do something different. But when I see how many of you have seen me speak before, it makes me feel like, you know what, I want to give you something different so that you can leave this session having learned something new and exciting. So what I'm going to speak to you about today is, and I've literally decided right now, on the moment, I'm going to speak to you about building successful relationships. how you can master your relationships with other people and ensure that you get the best out of your relationships with people. So I'm going to start right off the bat, because usually I play games and do stuff, but this talk I need a full hour. So in fact, I have to start with the game. I have to start with the game. And by the way, just for those of you who maybe do presentations, the reason I do games is often what happens is people arrive at a session like this, and your mind is in so many different places. You've been doing stuff, and so it's a way of just bringing you into the room. So I'm going to ask you guys to play with me. And if I could ask you, please stand up for a moment. You don't have to switch your videos on. You're more than welcome to do that if you'd like to. In fact, I'll put it onto video view. So in fact, put your videos on just for 10 seconds. Come on, guys. Put your videos on. It won't be long. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Susan. Thank you very much, Hanley. I recognize you. I think I've been with you before. If I could ask you guys to please be upstanding. And I'm going to ask you to please stand with your hands apart. I'm just going to close the chat box so I can see all the videos that have come on. Thank you, Molly. Thank you, Jennifer, for switching your video on. It makes me feel connected. So I'm going to ask you, please stand with your hands apart like this for a moment. And Simone, you can stay seated if you want to, or you can stand, totally up to you. But stand with your hands apart like this for a moment. And what's going to happen is when I say go, all you have to, sorry, I'm lying. When I say three, all you have to do is just clap your hands together when I say the number 3. Ready? Right, go! Okay, I see I caught some of you. Guys, let me explain again. It's when I say 3. I know it's the end of the week and you are suffering, but when I say 3, then you clap. Okay, start afresh. Okay, ready? Right, 1, 2, go!
Oh, I spotted it.
I caught you guys again. Man, maybe I should say it in Afrikaans. Mense as ek 3 sê, dan moet julle julle hande klap. Okay, I promise I won't trick you this time. I give you my word, I won't trick you. But once you've clapped your hands together, please keep them closed. Don't open them again. Keep them closed. Okay, ready? Right, 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands closed. Keep your hands closed. Now have a look at your thumbs. Some of you have got the right thumb crossing over the left one, like you, Wilhelm. Right over left. Some of you have got the left thumb crossing over the right one, like you too. Umthembu, you've got left over right. Some of you, your thumbs are next to each other, like Hanley. Yours are left next to each other. Now, if your right thumb is crossing the left one, in the chat box, please, if you could just say yes. If your right thumb is crossing over the left one, please type yes. So I know. You can let go of your hands now because you know. Just remember, you right over left, left over right, or together. So Glenda says yes. Only Glenda. Wilhelm, yes, I saw you had your right over your left. Two says yes. Okay, 3 of you. Science has proven that the reason why you guys do this is because you are sexy. Sexy people naturally cross the right thumb over the left one. And I see Wilhelm saying it's obvious. And I see some of you, it's too late. You can't change. It's too late. Now, if your left thumb is crossing over the right one, please say I. If your left thumb is crossing over the right one, please type I. If your left thumb, so Aloma, who else is there? Aloma, just Aloma. All right. Oh, and we've got a few more. Farah, Nivi, Wendy, Yvonne, Shane, Spencer. Science has proven that the reason why you guys do this is, Susan and Nozibi Busiso. Science has proven that the reason why you guys do this is because you are really good thinkers. Good thinkers naturally cross the right thumb over the left one. Now, if your thumbs are next to each other, please type me. If your thumbs are next to each other, please type me. Okay, I see. Awesome. That's most of you, by far the majority. Well, science has proven that the reason why you guys do this is because you think you're sexy. Yeah, that's right. And I see some of you are already upset with me. I'm sexy and I know it. Futsek wena, leave me alone. I hope you don't mind me saying futsek. Someone said to me the other way, Robin, stop swearing. And I was like, what did I say? You said that V word. So if I said futsek and it upsets you, I'm sorry. I find it a light way of saying it. So guys, thank you very much for playing along with me. I'm going to get my toys because I need some toys for this talk. Please have a seat and I will get going on my session with you today. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I haven't done this presentation in a long time. And literally because so many of you have seen me speak before, I thought I'd do something different with you. So, so today I want to speak to you about building successful relationships. Quick question I'd like to ask you. How many of you have met someone, and from the moment you meet them, you just feel this instant connection? You feel like, oh, that's my type of person. Give me an eye if you've met someone, and within just a few minutes of talking to them, you felt an instant camaraderie and sense of friendship. Awesome. Many of you have had that. How many of you have had the experience of meeting someone, and literally from the moment you meet them, you go, oh, hell? Give me a me. If you meet someone, you go, oh, hell, this person, those people drive me nuts. So we've all had this experience. And the rest of you don't work with people. So the reason why I'm asking this question, why is it that some people are easier to connect with, and with other people, it actually seems to take a little bit of effort? What is it? So today what I want to speak to you about is mastering people dynamics. And I specifically chosen that word, mastering people dynamics, because how many of you would agree with me that relationships are the most fulfilling thing on the planet? I don't care how much money you've got. What's the point of having money if you don't have other people to share it with and to enjoy your life? What's the point of having health and vitality, but you don't have someone to share it with, if you know what I mean? Because relationships are the highest form of joy, gratitude, appreciation. How many of you would also agree with me that relationships are also the things that are the most challenging thing in life, the things that bring the most pain, the things that make things very challenging? Because so relationships bring the highest of highs, and relationships bring the lowest of lows. So if you can master your relationships with people, I guarantee you it'll master your every aspect of your life. So I'm just going to share my slides. I'm hoping that I've got the power to share my slides. Let me see if I can share them with you here. I know that Margaret's going to give me the power.
We've enabled you. You should be able to do it now.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I just need to change my swap displays before I do that. Let me stop that.
Can you believe how tech savvy you have become in such a short time, Robin?
I know. I was telling Margaret, guys, for those of you who have heard this, the last time when I first started doing these sessions, my team usually does everything for me. In fact, can I share something with you guys that's awesome? One of the greatest mottos you can do in life is to do what you do best and outsource the rest. Mm-hmm. Do what you do best, outsource the rest, because 20% of your actions gives you 80% of your results. Isn't that a great thing? Great. Are you doing the right 20%? But anyhow, that's another talk. Let me stay focused on this one here. So building successful relationships. You guys can see the slide. Just give me a Y so I know you guys can see it. Just give me a Y. You can see my slide. Y as in yes. Yes. Awesome. Thank you, Shane. Awesome. So I would like to start off by introducing you to a friend of mine. This is my friend, and his name is Jacob Zuma. And Jacob, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. And Jacob is asking himself a very important question. And the question he's asking himself is, who am I? Because you must first know yourself before you can master your relationships with other people. You must first have a deep understanding of your strengths and your weaknesses. And people who concern me are people who think they don't have weakness, or people who think they don't have shadow. We all have shadow. We all have a side of us that we don't like. It doesn't mean you'll get rid of it, but being aware of it is vitally important. So in his world, my friend Jacob has got monsters who are out to get him. And we also have monsters who are out to get us as human beings. And our monsters have hair, well, most of them, and they have teeth, and they talk back. They called other people. Please let me know in the chat box, how many of you have ever felt misjudged by other people? Give me a yes if you've ever felt misjudged by other people, where you felt like people didn't really understand you, they misinterpreted you. Absolutely. And then Give me an I if you also know that you have done the misjudging, that sometimes you've misjudged somebody else and actually they're not who you thought they were and you're seeing it differently. So we've all done this. So the thing is, if your relationships are going to be fulfilling, if your relationships are going to be meaningful, we need to work together. My lady and I, Nadia, literally this morning while we were in the shower, we were chatting about our relationship and what aspects do we feel we fulfilled and where do we feel we need to work more on our relationships. And both of us agreed that actually we started watching too much TV. We want to be reading more. We want to be talking more. We want to be doing things that make us grow more because we're feeling love, but we're not feeling growth. So what I'm saying is we don't take the time to make our relationships even better than they are. Most people just settle for the way it is, and then they wonder why they get divorced 10 years later, because actually they stopped doing the work in the relationship. So I'm not just talking about your relationship with your significant other, all your relationships, your family, your friend, your colleagues, your associates, your business clients. How can you understand people so you can have a better relationship? So I have an objective in this session, and there are 3 things I'd like to share with you. Number 1, to help you to know yourself. Number 2, to help you to understand others. And number 3, how do I adapt my energy so I can connect with people who are not the same as me? Those people that when you meet them, you go, oh, hell. How do I, the next time I meet someone like that, seek to understand why they do the things they do, why they behave the way they behave, and how can I adapt my energy so I can connect with them in a more effective way? So, how many of you have seen this picture before? Give me a me if you've seen this picture before. Just give me a me if you have. Oh, actually, in fact, give me a me or a no if you haven't seen it before. So I see quite a few me's. Are there any no's? A couple of no's. Okay. So for those of you who haven't seen this picture before, there are 2 images, believe it or not. There is both a young lady and there is an old lady. So how many of you can see the young lady? Even if you see both, give me an I if you can see the young lady. Even if you see both, give me an I if you can see the young lady. Give me a no if you can't see the young lady. Give me a no if you can't see the young lady. Okay, a couple of you can't see the young lady. So let me start off by sharing with you what the young lady looks like. So the young lady is actually looking away from you. So I'm hoping, because I can't see my camera, but ideally the profile you should have of my face is you're seeing my face at this angle. So you're seeing the young lady at this angle, and she's kind of looking not directly behind her, but she's looking kind of to the side. And so if you look at the image, and if you can, where you see because I'm assuming you guys are saying no, can see the old lady, cover the old lady's mouth, cover her mouth on the screen, and what you are then looking at is you'll see the young lady, because what you're seeing is you're seeing the side of her cheek, you're seeing her jawbone, you are seeing her chin, you are seeing her ear, you are seeing her, I can use my mouse to do this. Sorry, let me do this again. So if you can follow my mouse, you can see this is where her jaw is, that's her chin, this is her cheek, this is her ear over here, that is her little nose sticking out and her eyelash, and this is her hair, and she's got a little, I think that's a feather and a scarf, and then she's got a pashmina. And if you drop your hand away, where the old lady's mouth is her neck, and she's got on a necklace. Can you see her now? So Shane says, yes, he can. Karen, Ayanda, Wayne, can you see her now? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Karen, you still can't see her? Remember to cover the old lady's mouth, and remember to look at her like she's looking away from you. And you'll see that I'll do it one last time. One last time. If you don't see it, don't worry. It doesn't matter for you getting the course. This, where my mouse is her cheek. This is her chin. This is her jaw. That's her ear. That's her little nose. And that there's her eyelash. And she's probably about 20 years old. And this is her hair. And it's a feather. And that, of course, is a scarf. So you got it now. Awesome, awesome, awesome. How many of you cannot see the old lady? Give me a me if you cannot see the old lady. All right. Ravona, just Ravona. So Ravona, the old lady actually is quite simple to see, and don't feel pressure. Oh, there's a few more. Lydia, Terrier. Okay, so the old lady she's standing like this, and she's looking down at the ground, right? And she's probably in her 80s. And let me show you with my mouse. This entire thing is her face. All of this is her face. She's got a big nose, a big hook nose. There's the hook in her nose. That's the tip of her nose. That's her nostrils. And up here's where the snot will go in. Did I just say that? Snot? Yes. This is where the snot will go in. And then this is where her right eye is. This is her left eye. This is her mouth. And this is her chin. So let I explain it again. Oh, I see lots of you seeing it now. So let me know if you see it now. So I see Ravona sees it now. So let me explain again. This is her chin. That's her mouth. She's got thin lips. She must be a white woman because she's got thin lips. Because if she was colored like me, she'll have nice big lips. And so this is her, sorry, now I've lost it because I'm being silly. She's got her chin. This is her mouth. This is the top of her lip. This here is her nose. That's the point of her nose. She's got a little bit of a hook in her nose. That's her right eye. That's her left eye. This is her hair feather. Okay, can you guys see it now? Awesome, 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 awesome. So, why am I showing you this? Even for those of you who have seen this before, would you agree with me that even if you've seen it before, give me a yes if this is true, you first see whatever you originally first saw. For those of you who saw the old lady first, you first see the old lady go, now where's the young lady? Oh yeah, there she is. So you tend to make your judgment, thank you for the yeses, you tend to make your judgment about something based on something you already know and understand. I'll say this again. As human beings, we tend to make our judgment about something, about people, based on our previous programming or judgments about how we see people. In fact, let me know what word you see on the board there. Please just type it in there. I mean, it's obvious, but what word do you see on the board? What word do you see on the board? Silk, silk, silk. And please tell me, please say it in your head 3 times. Silk, 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 silk. And tell me, what do cows drink? Write it quickly. What do cows drink? What do cows drink? What do cows drink? Some of you are saying milk, 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 milk. Many of you are getting it right. Cows don't drink milk. Cows drink water. Oh, why did you say milk? Because I preconditioned you by giving you the word silk, so you thought milk. Please repeat after me. And I'm going to put my video onto gallery view so I can see all of you. Please to repeat after me. P-O-T-S pots. Please just say that. P-O-T-S pots. Say it 5 times. P-O-T-S pots. P-O-T-S pots. P-O-T-S pots. P-O-T-S pots. P-O-T-S pots. What do you do when you get to a green light? Type it quickly. What do you do when you get to a green light? Type it quickly. What do you do when you get to a green light? Some of you are saying stop. For those of you who are saying stop, it's green. Ideally, you go. And because I know some of you are saying, yeah, but Robin, there could be a taxi. There could be a taxi. You must stop, Werner. You must stop. So what made some of you say stop? I preconditioned you. So as Stephen Covey says, he says, we see the world not as it is, but as we are. Now, this is very powerful because we all see the world differently, and we see the world through our perceptions. So we don't actually see what's there. We see through our filters of how we see the world. And today I want to introduce you to 4 basic energy preferences based on Carl Jung's 4 archetypes of the human psyche. 4 basic energy preferences. So what are the 4 basic energy preferences? I want you to know, before I'm going to say this at least 4 or 5 times, because some of you are going to say, no, that's not. You have all 4 energy types, but there's one that's dominant, there's a secondary one, there's a tertiary one, and there's one that's in shadow, one that you hardly use. So what are we going to be speaking about today? We're going to be speaking about the 4 different color energies. First of all, we have the fiery reds. Now, what are the fiery reds like? These people are competitive. They are demanding. They are determined. They are purposeful. They are driven. Fast action, fast pace. Get the job done. They want results. That's our fiery reds. The second energy type we're going to be speaking about is our sunshine yellows. And our sunshine yellows are friendly. They are sociable. They are dynamic. They are enthusiastic. They are demonstrative. They are persuasive. That's our sunshine yellows. The third energy type we're going to be speaking about is our earth greens. And our earth greens are caring. They are nurturing. They are very supportive. They are encouraging. They are sharing. They're very patient people, very relaxed, easygoing. That's our earth greens. And then the fourth energy type we're going to be speaking about today is our cool blues. And what are cool blues like? They're cool. These people are cautious. They are deliberate. They're very questioning. They're very formal. They are responsible. They're very precise in what they do. That's our cool blues. Now, as you've just said there, Wendy, you have all four inside you. But I promise you there's one you use more than the other four, and there's one you use less. And my intention in the next 15 minutes is to help you discover which one is your dominant one. So let's just talk a little bit more about them. Our fiery reds. What are our fiery reds like? Our fiery reds are extroverted, thinking-oriented people. Now, what are extroverts? For those of you who don't know, extroverts are outspoken. They don't mind speaking in front of other people. Introverts tend to be a little bit more, not that they don't mind, it's just that they don't have to be seen. They don't have to be out there. They don't mind like blending in. Extroverts kind of like to stand out a bit, but they're extroverted, thinking-oriented people. They are strong-willed and demanding. They are determined and competitive. They focus on action and productivity. They are goal-driven because they want results. It's about fast implementation. Do it now. When is the job going to be done? Listen, we don't have much time. That's our fiery reds. What do you think is the opposite energy to the fiery red? Let me know in the chat box, which color energy do you think is the opposite energy to the fiery reds? Our earth greens. Can you feel the difference? Can you feel the difference between the earth greens and the fiery reds? The fiery reds are driven, focused, results. The earth greens are very introverted and feeling oriented. They are caring and encouraging. They are patient and relaxed. They focus on people and teamwork. Decisions are made by consensus. My way or the highway. This is what I need you to get done. Let's find out what everybody else thinks. Let's get their input. They focus on people and teamwork, and they are loyal and principled. That's our earth greens. The next energy type we're going to be speaking about is our sunshine yellows. Extroverts or introverts, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the chat box. Our sunshine yellows. Extroverts or introverts? Which one do you think they are? Extrovert, absolutely. Thinking or feeling? What do you guys think? Thinking or feeling oriented people? What do you think? Thinking or feeling? Absolutely, you guys have nailed it. So our sunshine yellows are extroverted, feeling oriented people. They are sociable and expressive. They are enthusiastic and inspiring. They embrace change. They are creative and innovative. They're willing to take risks. Let's try it. If it doesn't work, at least we've tried it. We've got to try it, guys. So that's our sunshine yellows. Now, guys, I know this is very tricky for some of you to try and figure out, but I'm confident if you really try hard, you'll be able to figure it out. What do you think is the opposite energy type to the sunshine yellows? Now, considering there's only one left out, of course, it's our cool blues. Extroverts or introverts? What do you guys think? Extroverts or introverts? Which one is it? Extroverts or introverts? Introverts, absolutely. Thinking or feeling? Thinking or feeling? Which one are they? Absolutely, they are thinking types. Actually, they are thinking types. So our Cool Blues are introverted, thinking oriented. They are cautious and precise. They focus on the details. Details matter. They're very questioning and formal. Process and content is more important than outcome. Stability and order, analysis, information, and control. These people love data. They love research. They love logical thinking. These are the facts, guys. Let's not just thumb suck it. What are the actual facts telling us? So, as I said to you, have all four inside you. So please, guys, don't say, but Robin, I'm all of them. I know. I just want to know which one is the one that you use the most, which is the one that you use the least. And how can you start using this to make your relationships better? So there's a color that's most like you. There's a secondary color, there's a third color, and there's a fourth color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read some descriptive words describing each of the energy preferences. I've got words here describing each of the energy preferences. And what I'd like you to do is, once I've finished reading it, I would like you guys to decide, like, give yourself a rating out of 10. Like, I'm going to read each of the energy preferences and give yourself a rating out of 10 when I'm finished, and let me know which one do you think, like, let's just say, for example, I finished reading the reds. And as I finish reading, you go, oh my goodness, that is so me. That is me to a T. Then give yourself an 8, a 9, or a 10 out of 10. If I read the reds and you go, yeah, quite a bit of that is not everything, but most of that, yeah, quite a bit, give yourself a 6 or 7 or an 8. If I finish reading it and you go, yeah, some of that, but nah, give yourself a 3, 4, 5. If I read this and you go, those people, they drive a person mad, my brother, give yourself a 0, a 1, or a 2. So I'm going to read each and every one of them. And at the end, I'm going to ask you to give yourself a rating out of 10. So our fiery reds, what are they like? Forward-looking, quick thinkers. Evaluates people on their results. Outgoing and direct. Maintains high standards in self and in others. Embraces change readily. Self-disciplined, confident, and convincing. Constantly strives towards self-improvement. A natural go-getter with great enthusiasm for life. Enjoys a challenge. Direct and quick thinking. Quickly gets to the root of the problem. Finger constantly on the pulse. Constantly juggling a number of projects. Has a well-developed sense of urgency. Come on, guys, we've got to get this done. Brave, daring, and bold. Likes being in the thick of the action. Original, inventive thinker. Change agents. Competitive and wants to win at all costs. Constantly strives to make self-improvements. Enthusiastic leader, drives for results. Bold and energetic. Will drive others to achieve greater things. Realistic and systematic. Industrious and decisive, dynamic negotiator, forceful negotiator, and vocal decision maker, brings direction and realism to every project. That's our fiery reds. Now, please give yourself a rating out of 10. Remember, if you feel that was strongly you, 8, 9, or 10. If you feel quite a bit, but 6, 7, or 8. If you feel a little bit, 3, 4, 5. If you feel like no, 0, 1, or 2. Please let me know in the chat box. What do you guys think you are for a fiery red? Give me a rating. Type it in there for me. What do you guys think you are as fiery reds? Please let me know in the chat box. Give yourself a rating. And by the way, you can change it once I've read all 4. But for now, I want you to just give yourself a rating out of 10. What do you think that was? Oh, sorry, there's lots of, I was wondering why there's nothing coming up, but I see there's lots of chats happening and I'm missing it. Oh, there we go. All right, so 8, quite a mix. Okay, quite a mix, which is normal, quite a mix. All right, so next we're going to be speaking about our sunshine yellows. Our sunshine yellows are very friendly people, very friendly people. What are they like? Can make impossible dreams possible. sets a fast work pace, high profile and visibility, will look for the good in people and events, democratic, will involve others, openly accepting of others' actions, easygoing and fun approach to most things, knows how to enjoy the journey as well as the destination, assumes both authoritative and democratic leadership, persuasive and inspirational, exuberant, enthusiastic, energetic, and effusive, conceptual thinker, sees the big picture, brings boundless energy to any situation.
Oh, you know what? My blanket, my purple blanket in the room, it's the warmest.
Thank you. I'm very happy to hear you like your purple blanket. Makes me happy. That was fun. Thank you so much. So moving on. Sees the positive in every situation. Gotta love purple blankets. A strong sense of humor and fun. Infectious enthusiasm. Will try anything at least once. Often charming and persuasive. Is seen as a positive team player. Is a constant source of inspiration and fun. Makes friends quickly and easily. Creative thinker, dynamic innovator. Enjoys spending time around other people and helping them feel good. Possesses social expertise. Excellent communication and presentation skills. Inspiring, inventive, and ingenious. Has an outgoing nature and builds relationships quickly. Has strong personal and interpersonal skills. Please give yourself a rating out of 10 for how you feel on the yellow. Remember, and if you need to change, you can't say 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. You have to change. Okay, I see a good mix coming through there. So I'm going to move ahead because I can't believe how quickly my time is going. And we're going to be speaking about our earth greens. Our earth greens, such loving people, our earth greens. A steady day-to-day planner. Open-minded and tolerant of others. Not easily ruffled or flustered. Diplomatic when the situation calls for it. Skilled at diffusing tense situations. Remains calm under pressure. A sound sense of duty. Cares for others' physical and emotional needs. Willing and accommodating. Trusting and tolerant of others' actions. Looks for the good in others. Accommodating. Will provide help where needed. Honorable and easygoing. Learns from experience. Won't get hurt by the same situation twice. Consistent and trustworthy. Trustworthiness. Is patient and forgiving. Sees financial reward as proof of worth rather than as an end in itself. And the reds are going, what the hell? Encourages the underdog. Spends the necessary time on important people issues. A good listener can help others to achieve their goals. Loyal, self-sacrificing, and sympathetic. Can facilitate resolution of interpersonal conflict between others. Makes time for people and their problems. Is perceived by most as honest and sincere. Good at undertaking routine tasks. Gives and receives trust. I see the numbers have already come in. All right, interesting, interesting, interesting. So now, lastly, our cool blues, the people who actually make the world work. So, analytical and systematic, orderly and organized, able to deal with complex problems, concentrates for as long as necessary, a good memory for details, encourages structure and order, well organized, good problem solvers, self-reliant, self-disciplined, can master technical subjects, ensures decisions are made logically, disciplined and precise, does not accept second best, gets the job done and done right, jawohl. Okay, it doesn't say jawohl, I added the jawohl. Accuracy, responsibility, a strong sense of duty, thorough and painstaking, perfectionist, a far-sighted planner, keeps control in a crisis, values truth and high ideals, brings order and structure through good organization, sets precise goal-oriented objectives, has intensive problem-solving capabilities. That's our cool blues. Wayne's like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So please now, ladies and gentlemen, if you need to reorder it, go ahead and reorder it. But what I'd like you to do, please make a choice. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a life choice. You're not going to be stuck with it for the rest of the life. Oh, what if I make the wrong choice? You can change it later. But for now, I want you to tell me, how many of you, please give me let me know, are you a red, a yellow, a green, or blue? In fact, those of you who are reds, please say I and type red. How many of you think that you are a red? Please let me know. Say I and say red. Margaret, I thought Margaret's a red. I saw someone saying blue. She might be a red blue, but I also thought you were red, Margaret. So quite Mike, Micheline, that's like blue's the primary color. She might be a combination. All right, how many of you think that you are yellow? So Gail says she's a yellow. We are all rainbows, Gary. I promise you are all rainbows, but which one's most like you? So quite a few yellows coming through there. Hello, yellows. Hello. Very friendly people. You must acknowledge them. Hello, sunshine yellows. And how many of you think that you're greens? Give me an eye if you think you're a green, green, green. Quite a few there. And how many of you think that you are blues? Say blue if you're a blue. All right, cool. Excellent. Now, let's talk a little bit about it. Now, I told you that all of us have a light side and a shadow side. So let's find out what's the shadow side of all the colors, because they all have a shadow. Now, as you listen to this, some of you might say, but Robin, that's not totally me. Please know that what I'm actually doing with this is I'm giving the extremes to help you to differentiate. So if one thing's not you, doesn't mean that's not your primary color. It just means that aspect isn't true of you. But I'm going to be doing extremes here to give you guys a flavor. So let's go into the slides again. And there we go. Share. Boom shaka. So our sunshine yellow, our fiery reds. What did we say about fiery reds? We said that these people are they are competitive. They are demanding. They are determined. They are strong-willed. They are purposeful. These people make things happen. Is it possible, though, that fiery reds, sometimes you can be a little bit aggressive, controlling, overbearing, a bit driving, intolerant, impatient? No, not at all. Give me a guilty for those of you who are red and go, actually, yeah. Some of that is definitely me. Give me a guilty if you feel that some of what I've shared is like, okay, yeah, I can relate to some of that. So our sunshine yellows. We said that you guys are sociable. You are frantic. You are dynamic, demonstrative, enthusiastic, persuasive. Is it possible, sunshine yellows, that sometimes you can be a little bit excitable, frantic, indiscreet? Sunshine yellows will tell you anything. How many times a week I have sex? Yeah, I'll tell you. I'm happy to tell you anything. And the thing you need to know, if you've got a friend who's sunshine yellow, if something's a secret, you must tell them. Wendy, it's a secret. Don't tell other people, because then they might not. But if you don't tell them, they tell everyone. Oh, did you hear what happened to Wayne? Oh my God, it's hilarious. So very indiscreet, willing to share anything with anyone, flamboyant, and hasty. Like they make a decision and then they go, I didn't really think it through. Hey, I was a bit hasty on that decision. Now the one thing I need to tell you about our sunshine yellows also is that generally speaking, sunshine yellows are generally speaking. Yeah. They love to talk. Our earth greens. Now, I said that what are you guys like? You're caring, you're encouraging, you're sharing, you're patient, you're nurturing, you love taking care of people. Is it possible, earth greens, that sometimes you can be a little bit docile, maybe a bit bland, plodding, reliant, and stubborn? Woo! Greens can be stubborn. when they like, no, but are you okay there, Farah? Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine. Are you sure? I said, I'm fine. What part of fine don't you get? I'm fine. You can see she's not fine. And then our cool blues. I told you that they are cautious, they are deliberate, they're precise, they're responsible. By the way, these people make things happen. You see, you sunshine yellows might like these little things, but let me assure you, sunshine yellows don't know how to make it work. They give it to their blue partner. It's doing something. And then the blue partner, it's so easy. Yeah, it's easy for you. So they're not technical. Cool blues are very technical. And is it possible, cool blues, that sometimes you can be a little bit stuffy, indecisive, suspicious? Woo, they can be suspicious. What's really going on there? I'm not so sure, hey? And cold and reserved, like, let me just see. Now, a couple more things I want to share with you, and then we're going to move on to connecting. Couple more things I want to share with you. First of all, what do you guys think is the gift? What do you guys think is the gift that Fiery Reds bring? Let me know in the chat box. What is the gift they bring to an organization? What is their strength? And what is the gift that they bring? I just need a couple of comments so I can keep going. I want to know that you guys are still there. What is the gift that they bring? Either my thing's not working or drive. Absolutely, Wilhelm. Fire. They bring enthusiasm, strength, results. Nokotula says pain. But what you need to know about Fiery Reds, these people have the ability to get things done. They are the drive in the organization. They make things happen. They get things done. Have you ever heard that saying, if you want to get something done, give it to a busy person? These people have the ability to do a number of different things, and they're able to make sure everything's working. They get results. Now, Fiery Reds, they bring leadership, absolutely, strong leadership. Now, Fiery Reds, the question is not, do you get things done? It's how you get things done. Because they name roads after Fiery Reds. You know what's the name of the road? One way, my way, or the highway. Fiery Red motivation goes something like this. They'll call the entire organization together and say, right, guys, firings will continue around here until the morale improves. If the morale doesn't improve, you're fired. Get it done. I don't pay you to feel. I pay you to do a job. Fiery Red motivation is like seagull motivation. They fly in, they dump all over everyone, and they fly out. But again, what's the gift? They get things done. The only thing Fiery Reds sometimes need to learn is a little bit of sensitivity, a little bit of being able to communicate with people effectively. But that's the gift they bring. What do you guys think is the gift? In fact, let me switch off my slides for a moment. What do you guys think is the gift that the Sunshine Yellows bring? What is the gift that the Sunshine Yellows bring? Let me know in the chat box. Sorry, I just need to open my slides again. You guys might be typing. I can't see yet. Where's the chat box? Team spirit, absolutely. Teamwork, fun, happiness, creativity, enthusiasm, encouragement, joy, happiness, good communication. All of these are absolutely true. These guys are the life and soul of the business. They lift the energy. They bring fun. They are enthusiastic, and they make things that they boost morale. Absolutely. But there's a couple of things you need to know about the Sunshine Yellows. First of all, I told you that Sunshine Yellows are generally speaking. And generally speaking, Sunshine Yellows love to talk about their favorite topic. Themselves. Me. You see, a Sunshine Yellow will hog the conversation for 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, they, oh my goodness, sorry, Karen, I've been talking about myself for the last 20 minutes. Listen, enough about me. Tell me, what do you think about me? What do you think about me? And the other thing you need to know, I love the way Aloma's like, that's not true. That's not true. Stay with me, Aloma, stay with me. Trust me, we have strengths and weaknesses. So the other thing you need to know about Sunshine Yellows, not very detailed people. Now, who are our detailed people? Let me know. Who are the detailed people? Which people are very detailed? Thank you for your honesty, Rochelle. Thank you. The blues are very detailed. Like you ask a blue for a number, they say 4.871. You know, like the blues love detail. Like you ask, let's just say that you have a yellow and a blue having a conversation. And the yellow asks the blue, how much money do you earn? And then the blue says, well, this year or last year. Okay, last year. Before tax or after tax? Okay, after tax. Net or gross? Gross. Oh, well, last year I earned 571,863 Rand and 15 cents. Like they know. You ask a Sunshine Yellow how much they earn, 600,000, when the exact number is 571,816 Rand. Because detail. You know, Sunshine Yellows, I'm not saying Sunshine Yellows, you don't lie, but you don't tell a boring story either. You got to make it exciting. You add some spice. So there's always a little bit of exaggeration in the story, you know, but detail, not their strength. What else do I need to let you know about? These people have the ability to win an argument without knowing what the hell they're talking about because they've got the gift of the gab. They can talk about anything. Amazing. Our earth greens, what are these people like? They are encouraging, caring, shit. What do they bring? What do earth brings bring to an organization? Calmness. Thank you, Elaine. What else do they bring? They bring calmness, peace, teamwork as well. They bring a sense of conflict resolution. They're very sensitive. They can feel what's going on for people, green juice, a sense of stability. They bring harmony. And these people, these camaraderie, tranquility, these people, I call them Duracell batteries because they just keep giving and giving and giving and giving, sometimes to their own detriment. Guys, earth greens, these people will walk on their hands and knees over broken glass for you if you are their friend. Seriously, greens will do more for other people than they'll do for themselves. But hell hath no fury like an earth green scorned. Like you do that one thing and you just push them a little bit too far. They're like, that's it. That's it. But where's that person I've been abusing for years? Gone. Never to be seen. You do not want to get onto their wrong side because is that true, Greens? Let me know. See, absolutely. That's me again. You can push them so far, but you just one day go that little bit too far. But these people, like, I mean, I've got a green friend. I can phone him at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll say, oh, Warren, I'm sorry, man. My flight from London was delayed. Any chance you can pick me up at the airport? Sure, Banksy. I'll be there in 20 minutes. I'm getting out of the bed right now. I'll be there. That's greens. You ask if you phone your red friend, can you fetch me? Huh? What? Take a taxi. I'll pay for it. Don't phone me at 3 o'clock in the morning again. Are you nuts? So our cool blues. Oh, by the way, our greens. Where are you guys? Give me an eye if you're green. I've got a compliment for you. You're going to love it. I promise. Guys, they say when it comes to being lovers, our earth greens make our best lovers. Because they want you to feel good. Like that's like they just want you to feel good. Like, was that good? Yes. Anything else I can do? Awesome. Would you like a massage to go with that? And now I see the yellows are going, well, maybe I'm green. I must be green. So our cool blues, what is the gift they bring? Let me know in the chat box. Geez, I'm running out of time. I might not get through all of it, but as long as you guys get value. Structure, planning, organization, accuracy, facts, and details. Elaine, that is so well written. Are you blue by any chance? Because that is perfect. They bring structure, stability. In fact, Elaine said all of it. But these people, stability. They make the organization work. They bring details. But there's a couple of things you need to know about the cool blues. First of all, these people do not believe the spoken word. They want it in writing. They want it in duplicate. They want it in triplicate. Like you'll say to your cool blue friend, okay, cool, I'll meet you at Sandton City at Nelson Mandela, there by the statue. I'll meet you there on Saturday, the 12th of June at 2 p.m. Thanks, Robin. Send me an email. But I just told you, I'll meet you 2 p.m. Saturday, 12 June. Nelson Mandela by the statue. Yes, email. Why? In case something goes wrong. And you say, but I never said that. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Seriously? Look, huh? Oh, yeah, maybe I did. Especially if your friend is yellow, because they forget what they said. Oh, yeah. Actually, I did say that. So they like it in writing. The other thing you need to know about the cool blues, you don't just get too close and hug them, especially if you don't know them. Now yellow blues, I'm not saying you don't like hugs, but from strangers? Now, yellows, I mean, in my seminars, I always say to people, ask Margaret, I'll say, please hug 5 people. You can see the yellows. They're like, hug, hug. 1, 25, 26. Okay, I'll get you later, yeah. Greens also like hugging. Greens love hugging too, very tactile because they're feeling. And in fact, greens even like hugging trees. Oh, let's go and hug that little tree. Reds will hug if it's good for business. Okay, you're going to sign the contract? Okay, cool. Yeah, give me a hug. But blues, whoa. When I say in my seminars, hug 5 people, I can actually see the blues. Like, I didn't come to this seminar to hug these people. And sometimes they have to do massages. You should see the blues. This person is touching me. I don't know them. So you need to know. And again, yellows, it doesn't mean they don't like hugs. It's just it's on their terms. So just respect that. So, oh, by the way, I need to rectify something before we move on. I said to you guys earlier that our earth greens are our best lovers. And that is true in terms of quality. But our sunshine yellows are also our best lovers. And look at Jean Marie, she's like, yes, I knew I'm good at something. Our sunshine yellows are also our best lovers, Jean Marie, in terms of quantity. They like lots and lots, like jelly tots. But they say if you really want to get intimate with someone, do you know who you should get intimate with? Who do you think you should get intimate? Let me know in the chat box. Who do you think you should really get intimate with if you want to get intimate with someone? Red, yellow, green, or blue? Margaret, of course, says red. No, the blues. You know why? They'll do it till they get it right. Yes. They're like, was that the spot? Did I nail it? Okay, tell me exactly. Let's do it again. Start afresh. But you see, the problem with the fiery red, there's so much energy there. These people have so much energy, they like to do it by themselves. The sunshine yellows the fiery red will stop you in the middle. That's not, no. Let me show you. This is where you get the best result. Okay, guys, I'm just kidding. Or am I? So, quick question, because I am running out of time. Quick question. What do you think makes the best teams? What do you think makes the best teams? What do you think makes the best teams? Yellows, a combo. Now, here's the thing. If you have a combination and they don't understand each other, what's going to happen is the fiery red is going to say, right, guys, here's my plan. This is what we're going to do. And then the sunshine is going to say, hey, wait a minute. Who died and put you in charge? We've all got to have our say. I've also got something to contribute. And the greens going to say, oh, come on, guys, don't fight. We've all got to get along. And then the blues are going to say, this is a complicated process. Let's analyze it. So should we then have homogeneous teams? Homogeneous means all the same. If you have a team of just fiery reds, that's not a team, that's war. My way. No, my way. Who put you in charge? I'm running this. If you put a team of just yellows together and you give them 20 minutes to do a job and you say, guys, just work on this for the next 20 minutes, will they get the job done? No. What's going to happen when you leave? Party! Oh, listen, let me tell you what I did this weekend. I had such an amazing weekend. No, don't talk while I'm interrupting. I'm also saying something. And you come back 20 minutes. Did you guys get the job done? What job? Oh, we're supposed to be doing something. I forgot. There's a word that describes sunshine yellows on a bad day, and you can only say it in South Africa. Los kop. Die kop is oral. Focus is not the strength. Fun is the strength. If you have a team of just earth greens and you leave them for 20 minutes to get a job done, will they get the job done? No. Why? When you leave them like, okay, so would you like a cup of tea before we start? Yes. Can I get you anything? How's your mother? And how did that make you feel? Oh, that's something, hey? And you come back 20 minutes later, did you guys get the job done? We're just connecting. If you have a team of just blues, that's called paralysis by analysis. They will analyze that problem from every angle before they actually make a decision because they want to make sure everything is in duplicate and triplicate. So yes, you guys are right. Ideally, you want a team That is all. But they need to understand each other. Because if they understand each other, the relationship is absolutely awesome and effective. So guys, I was going to do more, but I am run out of time. I want to finish just with one quick little slide that I want to share with you to help you. So first of all, I want you to get that the objective in this session is to become a chameleon. Think about your friends and your families, your kids, your business partners, your clients, because would you agree with me that the way you communicate, the way you communicate with the red is a very different way the way you communicate with the blue. I'll give you the 3 golden things to remember. With fiery reds, the golden rule: be bright, be brief, be gone. If you have a meeting with a fiery red, don't talk about the weather and how's your mother. No, they want results. Reds, am I right? Am I right? Be brief, be bright, be gone. Get to the point. Why are you here? I know Margaret's red, and I know she's watching the clock. And she needs that, because what color do you guys think I am? Let me know in the chat box. What color do you think I am? By now, you should know this. It's obvious. Well, I am so freaking yellow, it's scary. And generally speaking, I am generally speaking. And unlike the other person who lied, I love talking about myself. We all have strengths and weaknesses, but when you know it, you can become aware of it. So here's the last slide I want to leave you with. Take a picture of it. To help you identify the different energy types, the cool blues and the fiery reds are thinking types. The earth greens and the sunshine yellows are feeling types. The reds and the yellows are extroverts. The blues and the greens are introverts. Now, some people are a focused type. You can't see my slide. Oh, duh. Hello. Well, there you go. How fascinating. Talk about horoscope. So it's the last slide. I promise it's the last slide. So I just want you guys to take a picture of this. Reds and the blues are thinking types. Yellows and the greens are feeling types. Reds and the yellows are extroverts. Blues and the greens are introverts. So when you read someone's energy, the first question you ask yourself is, are they introverted or extroverted? You guys know I'm yellow. I'm going to finish. I swear I can hear the sound coming on. You guys know I'm yellow. What do you think is my second color? Just a quick guess. What do you think is my second color? Red. How do you know, Simone? You are spot on. Because I am extrovert. I am very extroverted. So if now some people are yellow-green, which means they're a bit more feeling. So use this in your relationships. I am going to stop right now. And use this in your relationships, guys. If you want to follow me on Facebook, you can go to Robin Banks Live. I do lots of seminars on Facebook, and I think I've lost you. It's gone.
No, we're still here. We're still here.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. All right. I can't see you guys, but I'm Margaret. I am done. Apologies for going over the extra 3 minutes. Don't worry about it. I'll charge you the same price, extra value.
Thank you so much, Robin. We thoroughly enjoyed it as usual. You are absolutely fantastic. We really, really appreciate you. Marlene's just going to say a quick thank you to you. And we really love what you did. Amazing, amazing.
Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend, and may the bluebird of happiness shit all over you.
Thank you, Robin. Go well. Look forward to the next one. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.